Fighting continues in Western Sahara, where the Sahrawi army continues to exercise legitimate defense against the Moroccan occupation. According to the first information provided by the Sahrawi Secretary General for Archives and Security, Sidi Yuval, the Sahrawi People's Liberation Army has killed one Emirati officer and injured another. Both were among the ranks of the occupation army for the training of Moroccan soldiers in war drones and their use against Sahrawis. Several pages of the Sahrawi press have received cyber attacks with the aim, they suspect, that Morocco intends to censor information on the reality of the war in Western Sahara. From Algiers, the Russian ambassador has declared that both countries are in agreement regarding the question of Western Sahara. Europe has registered more than 100 demonstrations in support of the Sahrawi people and demanding the independence of the entire Western Sahara. Only this weekend there have been demonstrations in Paris, Berlin, Geneva, Madrid, Seville, Mallorca. Likewise, several non-governmental organizations such as SEAS and FEDISA asked the Spanish government to accept its legal and historical responsibilities toward the Sahrawi people. On the other hand, from Barcelona, the Parliament of Catalonia, through a statement, has stated that it considers the military actions of the Sahrawi people legitimate. In Berlin, members of 5 parties represented in the Bundestag have claimed that if Morocco doesn't accept the referendum, Europe must cancel all trade agreements between the EU and Morocco. In Sydney, on November 25th, the Australian Greens Party expressed its condemnation of Morocco's violation of the ceasefire and its military aggression against Western Sahara, after its attempt on November 13th to attack Sahrawi civilians who were demonstrating peacefully in the Gujarat area, and it demands the implementation of the referendum without delay. In Chile, deputies and senators have asked their government to condemn the violation of the ceasefire by Morocco and Western Sahara. The wave of solidarity with the Sahrawi people has also reached India, Brazil, Mexico, Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, South Africa, Algeria, among others. In the occupied territories, the Moroccan courts ratified the sentence imposed by a military court against the Sahrawi political prisoners charged as a result of the demonstrations in the Jedemzik dignity camp. HRW and Amnesty International, in a joint statement, denounced that the convicted men are serving sentences which were imposed on them in trials clouded by allegations of torture and based solely on their confessions to the police, without further evidence. Likewise, the repression against the civilian population and against the peaceful Sahrawi protesters continues. This is the case of Hayat Adaya, a 12-year-old who has been punished at her high school for wearing the flag of the Sahrawi Republic on her sweater, an action that has led to her arrest in the police station. This act, which has been considered as further proof of the intimidation suffered by the Sahrawi population in the occupied cities, especially minors, constitutes a clear violation of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. According to the news that this channel has been able to access directly, the Sahrawi military schools cannot cope with the hundreds of young volunteers to join the Sahrawi People's Liberation Army.